Greetings people of YouTube and welcome to Let's Look at Leviathan Warships, which is a new game that came out about day before yesterday for you, yesterday for me when I'm making this video. And this is a turn-based asynchronous naval warfare game. And it is happening in an alternate universe kind of situation with a lot of Art Deco visuals and designs on the ships as well. It looks quite beautiful, and I only found out about this game about 2 weeks ago that it was about to come out. And the reason I found out about it is because it has an awesome jazzy trailer, which there should be a description in the link to that trailer, and if not, then just let me know and I'll point you towards it, or just just typing into Google's or YouTube search Leviathan Warships jazzy trailer. And you'll find, I think there's two now. The second one I haven't even watched. There's a launch trailer as well, apparently. And I'm gonna just drop the bomb right now. I think this is an awesome game, and hopefully I'll be able to cover every aspect of awesomeness that there is. There are several problems, most of them very minor. One of them is somewhat of a medium problem, and I'm gonna touch on that in the very beginning of this video. And that problem is with the servers of the game. Now, it's not like what happened with SimCity where you couldn't access them. You can access them fine, and there's 5 of those servers. So this is the initial screen you see. This is where you sign in. You can play offline, you can play the campaign offline, you can play the challenge mode offline, or the challenge missions. Now, to go online and do co-ops or do versus multiplayer matches, you have to go up on a server. So there's US server, U server 1, U server 2, and Leviathan 1, Leviathan 2, which were added a bit later. Now, first time access was user 1, went to user 2, and that's where I started playing my campaign. And later, when I was looking for more people to play with, actually, let's just go there, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm just going to type in my very secret password, and so this is it, and this is the menu here. In terms of options, by the way, there's nothing really. It's just the audio options you can change, which is a bit of a bummer. Like, I would want to actually influence the graphics a little bit, at least. I know, coming from a long PC experience, this is a bit weird. Although it is a cross-platform game, and you can actually play against people or with people who are, for example, playing from an iPad or an Android tablet or a Mac. So, servers. So I started playing, and this is my campaign here, you can see. You can have as many games as you like, and you can switch between them because it's asynchronous turn-based strategy, basically, or tactical combat rather than strategy. The problem is that even though this is here, if I go to a different server, this is not going to be here anymore. And all the information that you get from any other server just stays at that server. And most of the time, this is just a slight bit of a bummer. But sometimes this is a pretty big of a bummer, especially with fleets. Like, say I design a fleet because you need a fleet. It's a naval warfare game, and the fleet will not transfer to the other. Like this one I have here, for example. I quite like this fleet, so I'm gonna show it to you. So this is my fleet, right? You can obviously customize all the guns and all the whether you have like shields, or you have additional armor or additional speed on different parts of the ship and so on. The problem is this is just going to be on EU server 2, and you have to recreate it elsewhere. And that's it. Even if you create a blueprint of the ship, it's going to stay on the server, which I think is more of a mistake than a design decision. I feel that this would be quite easy to fix, and hopefully they will do it. And maybe even this video will alert people to this problem. I think it is a problem. Now, that's the main issue that I have probably with the game. There's some minor ones that I'm going to talk about later. But before we get to anything else, it would probably be a good idea to show you some gameplay. So I'm just going to start a new game here. You can see that there's a campaign mode, the challenge missions. I think there's 6 of them right now, and there's 9 campaign missions. And there's only 1 campaign so far. Maybe there will be another one. Maybe unlock a campaign. I have no idea. I haven't finished the campaign yet. I'm not really into campaign. I'm basically into this game, or I'm playing this game for the multiplayer part of it. And there's a points multiplayer, which basically is annihilation mode. And then there's assassination. And I hope I'll be able to show you some multiplayer as well during the course of this video. Now, let's go and play. I mean, not necessarily finish, but let's play mission 3, which is going to be 1 player, though you can play any missions together with your friends. And in case you do that, then you determine how much time they have to think about what they want to do. And this can go from 30 seconds up to 7 days. So this is kind of a play by mail, I think, kind of situation almost. And you can start a game anywhere as well, which is a very good thing about this game. You can start a game on a PC, and then you continue it on your iPad or wherever, another computer, anywhere, which is really cool. And you can have as many games going, kind of, as you want. So in this case, we don't have any friends. We're very lonely, and we're gonna go to the Arctic Serpent's, I guess, the whatever main campaign, mission 3, which is a mission to attack. Oh, Steam is online. Okay, cool. Or the friends thing is online. Anyway, sorry about that. It's probably gonna be popping up a bit. Which is a mission of destroying a hidden shipyard and a ship that is in that shipyard. So it's a bit of a spoiler, kind of, if you want to play it. The campaign on the whole, can I actually modify these things? Isn't like that amazing in terms of, actually I'm gonna probably quickly modify this after I'm done talking. Isn't that amazing in terms of plot or anything? And it's just very linear, and there's missions. It basically shows you different weapons. That's what it's there for, at least for me anyway. So maybe some people will like it. For me personally, it wasn't the most exciting thing about this game. Again, most exciting thing about this game, I think, is the multiplayer part of it, and I'm going to talk about it as soon as I show some gameplay in the campaign. Now, there's going to be a short pause for me, and you should, by the magic power of editing, be transferred to the stage where I have already edited my fleet, and I'll tell you what I did and why. Okay, and we're back. So what I did basically is, I don't even remember what it was before, but I made this fleet to have 2 interceptors and 1 scout instead of 2 scouts and 1 interceptor, I think. And I added as much Kauser, I guess, cannons, which are the smaller ones and more rapid firing ones, as I could. So I'm basically turning, I've noticed that while playing this game, that turning your ships into sort of machine guns works quite well. I'm not sure if this is OP or whatever, but so far it's been quite working out for me quite well. So at this stage in the game, we only have 3 different weapons, which is the small cannon, the big kind of medium cannon, and the beam weapon. So beam weapon is short range, but unlike, let's say, if I select this cannon here and zoom out, you can see that's the arc where the cannon can fire, right? So this zone is a dead zone. You cannot fire here. But if I were to, for example, remove this, and this is one of the clunky things about the game that I think should be fixed. So I'm trying to remove this gun, right? So I have to click it first, and it's selected, and then drag it around and throw it into the sea, and it doesn't always pick up as I click on it. So there's a bit of an interface issue there. And if I put, like, for example, the beam there, you can see that the beam's arc is a lot shorter. Maybe you cannot see it here, but I think it can. It goes up to here. But at the same time, it covers this area. So, like, you could have a combination, technically, of this, covering the outside area, and the inside area would be covered with the laser, or whatever, beam weapon. But I'm not going to be doing that, excuse me, I'm not going to be doing that today. Just going to have a machine gun, 2 machine gun interceptors with a small kind of, I don't know what to call it, little Uzi scout here, which also has 3 Kausers and 1 Barbossa, which is here. And the interceptors here have also have what do you call them? Shields. And I'll show you how the shields work as soon as we get into the game. Anytime you're designing a ship, you can go into this here, and this is make a blueprint. Unfortunately, it only works on the 1 server, so you can have this like a blueprint of the ship. So, for example, you can have a blueprint, an armored interceptor. So every time you need to an armored interceptor, instead of taking a fresh interceptor and making it into an armored one, you can just go to your blueprints and get yourself what you already have saved up there, which is quite good. Which is basically what. So I just create a blueprint of whatever I have here without creating a normal name. Okay, cool. Which is a nice thing. Which is something I would love, for example, XCOM to have, for those of you who watch my XCOM videos. Damn throat, come on. Okay. So that's done, that's done, that's done. We have the ships modified. This is where you get the blueprints, by the way. So this is the blueprint I created. It's there now. You can rename your fleet. Well, not in campaign, but you can rename your fleet, and your enemies will see it as that name, whatever you give it. And you can also rename individual ships. I think we can do that at least. Yeah, we can do that. So this could be like a boat with a capital B. And now, come on, there's a space here. Done. Yes, save. So you can see that's a boat. Now this is going to be a boat as well. Can we just delete that? A boat as well. There we go. So that's that. And this is just going to be Scout. So that's cool. So that gives you a bit of, again, kind of similar to XCOM, sort of identity. It gives identity towards. Or it lends identity to the boats, and they become your kind of personal items. So that's done. We have done our customization, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the game, which is mission 3 of the campaign. And all the loading happens quite quickly because, you know, the game itself is quite small. There isn't really that much to load, which makes sense because it was designed to basically be the same game for the tablets, and we all know that tablets cannot really run Crysis 3. So, okay, the objective, like I said, is to destroy the secret ship they've been building. This gives a bit of a fluff to the whole campaign thing. It's a bit of a story. Writing is not amazing. I still read these little dispatches, and you know, they're okay. I've read stuff that was worse. They could probably do well to get someone who could actually, like, you know, write well. Could be cool. So there isn't much of a story. It's just like, oh, there's 2 factions. Oh, the other ones are developing weapons. Ooh, we need to stop them. And yeah, just like I said, and this is like additional tips here. There's a map in deployment. I think this is where you're going. So the maps are usually quite small. And there's an image of a molecule for no reason. So let's launch this. Okay, you can see that immediately everything almost here is visible. So this is there's a planning phase in the game, and there's execution phase, or I think that's what you call it, an execution phase, action phase, whatever. We see what happened as a result of your actions. I probably haven't made the best ships for what I'm doing here, but that's cool. So what we're gonna do is. We have an enemy coming from here, and we have an enemy right there. And I made my ships front heavy, so basically all the weapons are in the front. And most of them are a heavy type of, not heavy, sorry, a light type of thing. So that's why I call them the machine gun ships. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna probably move over there, at least with one of the ships. And then I'll try to circle this one around to face this one. So, and the way you move is you grab the ship at the arrow there, drag it forward. I'm gonna try to do the same thing with this one, and this guy I'm gonna bring down here, kind of like that. He will be facing. I'm not gonna engage the shields just yet. You can fire weapons automatically as by default, as though it is what they do. So, or you can tell the gun or the ship to fire it here. You can fire anywhere. It doesn't have to be a target. You can fire into water. You can fire some long-range weapons into the areas you cannot see, and that can be actually useful because if you're expecting an enemy to come from there, you can just cover the area with fire. This is especially useful with artillery, which I'm going to show you hopefully in the multiplayer phase or part of the game. So let's say that we've given our commands here, and we are going to commit. And this is the outcome. Okay, the outcome phase. So we're turning. There's 10 seconds of time of action, and my ships are doing what I asked them to do. There we go. And those 10 seconds went by, and they're in the positions that they promised me to be in. Now are we in the range of, yes, we're in range. So what I'm gonna do, in fact, I'm gonna ask this ship to stop because we don't need it to go any further, and I'm gonna ask it to engage shields. And you can only engage one side of the ship at one time. It doesn't really make much sense in terms of, I guess, physics, but this game doesn't in general. Speaking of physics, each ship and each weapon and each projectile is modeled in the engine, so it's not like, oh, as soon as you fire, it's calculated it will hit, because the ship may move in one direction or another, and They're all what do you call them? I don't know what exactly the correct programming term is, but if you think of, for example, Sword of the Stars, where all projectiles were actually projectiles, and if your ship had moved in the time while they were like approaching that area, then you would miss, kind of like in real life. So the same thing is happening here. Also, when you hit the ship, it's also like they're all 3D models. They also kind of shake and move around, and you can spin an enemy ship around if you hit it. There's friendly fire, so that was all kind of cool stuff like that. Now we're gonna move this guy probably over there, and they're gonna start firing automatically. Did I ask them to? So the shields, we gotta engage the front shield here. We're gonna engage our front shield here as well. And since this guy's just gonna be facing him, like so, we are also going to engage our... Oh, we don't have a shield on this one, so this guy probably gonna die. I'm probably not going to play to the end of this mission. I'm just going to show you the main bad guy who is stationed over here and how the combat basically happens. And then I'm going to go to my favorite part of the game, as I've been saying this over and over again, which is the multiplayer. So commit here. And you see the projectiles going forth. They're hitting the enemy. And the machine gun is working quite well as designed. I kind of missed what happened here, but I'm just probably going to replay that for us. You saw that some of their basically all of their projectiles, because we took no damage, were absorbed by the shields. Now the trick is obviously that shields need time to recharge, as you may have already guessed. And see how my ship turned around? If we replay and watch this part, I think we can see what happened here. It says this ship was moving in, firing its cannon, which landed. No, it spun around, I think, because of the momentum it had. I was gonna say that maybe it was spun around by the impact, but that is indeed not the case. Okay, so what we're gonna do then, this guy's almost dead, so let's say one of them is gonna finish him, and I'm gonna move this guy backwards over here, while maintaining enough distance to fire at destroyer over here, and I'm gonna spin this guy around without moving, just so. This is where I want him to be facing, so this is gonna be the orders for a boat as well, and a boat is going to be attacking Bruiser here, who is almost dead. So I think Bruiser will probably die from this projectile, so it's all cool. And actually probably need to bring this guy kind of here as well. Would be a good idea probably. And let's do that. Okay, his last shot got absorbed as well, and oh. Oops. Okay, he should be able to... Oh, there we go. There's my barrage coming towards him. That is probably going to kill him. That's why I was, like I said before, it's very effective to have these machine gun, quotation marks, ships, because they can fire a lot at the same time. Okay, so that's happening. I don't think anything else we need to do about this one. He's pretty much dead. We cannot use the shield just yet. It's still recharging for another 12 seconds, and since this turn is going to take 10... So it's not going to be ready before this turn is over. So just continue what we're doing. Keep firing. Destroyer is destroyed. And there should be more ships coming in from somewhere, I think. Okay, maybe not. So what we're going to do is... I think there's some enemies going to be coming from here. So we probably should be prepared for that. And for that, we got to do maybe this. I'm going to leave this guy as he's standing there. Maybe. No, there's no point. I'm just going to keep him there for a second. This one I'm going to cancel, and I want him to go forward this way. So we need to discover that ship to lure him out and then kill him, hopefully. Hopefully it's going to work out. So let's commit again. Monitor if there's any enemies coming. There should be more coming in. As soon as we see the ginormous ship here, the enemies will probably start attacking us. And this guy, I don't know, maybe like that. Oh no, wait, that's too much. Come on, so let's do like that. So he's facing that way, he's protecting us from there. Should be all good. Scouts, obviously, as their name suggests, have... what happened here? Oh, the destroy... So, okay, so we're gonna see it now, maybe? These defenses are real pain in the ass, because you cannot destroy them. You can just kind of disable them for a couple of seconds, which is kind of meh. And they will probably kill this ship. But what I'm trying to do is going to maybe even attack this guy here, the big guy there, and lure him out, like I said before. Alright, let's go maybe to 8 here, and see if that gives us anything. Okay, there it is. There's the giant ship that we need to destroy. It looks menacing, but it's not that bad. I'm hoping that... Okay, they're firing at me already. Can I? Okay, I can. So I'm gonna just shoot at this guy for a bit. Oh, I can't shoot with this one. That's fine. And hopefully he will chase me down, and then I will kill him with these guys, which should be fairly easy. But now that we saw them, there's like a thing triggered, and there's gonna be more ships coming from that side. So let's quickly see the outcome of that. Okay, he has shields as well, and he's absorbing all my stuff. I just almost destroyed a guy there. Now, we need to probably be moving that way. Is there anyone coming from there? I'm just going to keep him there for a second. And we are going to probably engage shield on the front. Engage shield on the back. Because he's kind of still facing that way. Do that maybe. And you should probably start moving away from there. Kind of like that. Okay. Okay, that guy should be dead now. Come on, there we go. Now this small guy is gonna die pretty quickly. The shield has absorbed all the damage. Is that thing not moving still? Okay, forget about that. Okay, really hope this is gonna work out. Come on, and see, this is the leg I think I also mentioned. If not, I'm mentioning it now, which is after you press the button, it takes some time for the action to commit. And there's another quickly I want to show you a cool thing about the game as well, which is this. You see, we sunk it, so it's destroyed, but as it is sinking, it's still firing at you as long as the guns are above water, which is really cool. So the orders are still there, so it's just firing as long as it can, which is a nice touch. It's not automatically deleted from the scene or from the map just because it got destroyed. Now we're gonna wait here for a bit, and hopefully the Leviathan, their Leviathan, is gonna come out and we'll kill it. Hopefully. If not, I may have to go in there again, which is a bit of a pain, because I'm just gonna wait one more turn, because these things are real bastards, as I mentioned. Okay, come on. Come on, man. Okay, I have to probably go there twice. I think that's what I did last time. Alright, let's go there. Turn 13 should be our lucky turn. Hopefully we're not gonna die fully and completely. It takes some time for the ship to accelerate as well, and then you can use that momentum to go faster. Which is an important mechanic in the game as well. Because if you put too many waypoints, then you are gonna start seeing some slowing downs or slowdowns. Oh, come on, don't hit me. Oh, it was close. Okay. Oh man, are you not ready to chase me yet? Alright, gonna be moving this way, and I want to attack you with this. Oh, I can actually attack him with everything. Really? Maybe that will piss him off. I think you have to damage him maybe for him to start chasing you. I'm not sure. Alright, this is manual targeting that you see here. Is he gonna put up the shield? No, he's not. Okay, so if you damage him, he actually takes off. Sails off, I guess. Starts to chase you. I think there's gonna be more enemies here. If not, I'm gonna bring the ships around. I'm just gonna wait for a second. I think this is a third trigger in the game where they start approaching you. We'll see if that works out. And this guy's probably gonna die. You can see how his projectiles are sometimes just overshooting me or sometimes missing because I'm moving backwards, which is pretty cool. Okay, he's taking some damage even from this tiny ship, so which tells you that this is mission 3 and hence not very hard. I think that's it. There's no more waves. Okay, so we gotta start. Okay, let's got absorbed. We gotta start moving the big ones here. And we're gonna very easily defeat this guy, you will see in a second. Okay, so it takes them a lot of time, or a long time, to start moving, like I said. But as soon as they're moving, they get faster. Okay, so just as I turned, know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna kill this guy. I'm not gonna even bother about that one. This is gonna be quick. I promise. Commit. Oh, that's a lot of damage they're delivering there. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Where are you going? Jeez. Okay. I need you to be facing that way. And engage your front shield. Front shields engaged. Okay, I want you to actually... Well, you're gonna be the one destroying those guys, so you're just gonna keep going. Okay, his shield can absorb a lot. I think it's a heavy shield. But it can't absorb all this stuff that I'm sending towards him. Okay, this guy is kind of moving in a weird way. I'm just gonna move you away from there. Are you still covered? Yeah, you're still good. So I'm just gonna keep you there. And you're gonna be moving that way. And let's just keep doing what we're doing, guys. You're doing it well, kind of. Hope I'm not gonna die. Come on, machine guns. I gave you so much praise. You can see how he's bobbing around as you hit him. Because everything is modeled in the infamous 3D. Okay, so he's almost dead, so we basically won this. I don't think we even have to defeat those guys to win them to win this mission. So hopefully I'm gonna move this guy around so he can target that one. Maybe I can already target him. Yeah, in fact, I don't want to see the name of it. This is annoying. Why are you doing that? There we go. And there's also no way, as far as I know, I don't care what this is. There is no way to just tell them target all weapons on this one, which is again a bit annoying, and it should be in the interface, I think. Okay, so this is pretty much it, I think, for the Gargantuan here. Come on, man. We probably should have engaged the shields by now. Whoa, is he too close? No, he's not too close. Well, we gotta start moving this guy away. Oh, he's moving away. Okay, we killed a small ship. Okay, cool. And, okay, then we need to move you over here. Commit. Whoa. Oh, his side shields as well. That sucks. Ah, he's... Okay. Oh, he's destroyed. I think this is it. The mission is complete. It's not complete. Why is it? Okay. Cool. I guess we have to kill that guy. That's fine. Or maybe we have to wait for it to sink. Okay, there we go. Cool. The great job. Okay, so... Why? I already had this achievement. It's weird. Alright. Anyway, this is a campaign. This is basically how a campaign goes. There's different types of missions. There's like... After this one, I think there's 3 escort missions in a row or something like that. And for those of you who love escort missions, you love those. And yeah, the only reason I did this was to show you basically the game mechanic. Now that we have seen that, I'm gonna take us to a multiplayer match. Also, you can see here how the game we were playing, I think it is this one, no, mission 4. So it basically lets you continue the campaign from that mission, even though you can select any of the missions that you've already unlocked separately, and you can also go in there like with any multiplayer game, and you can decide to abandon the game or disband the game. So I'm going to disband this game. Is this the correct game I'm disbanding here? Yes. So it's not gonna be in the list anymore. This is only the campaign that I'm actually playing, or was playing anyway. I'm probably gonna finish the campaign. Okay, so another good feature that this game has is this. Oh, it's not even here. Okay. That's hilarious. Never mind then. Let's go to a different server, and I'm gonna show you the feature, which is the replays. Basically, you can save all the replays, and they're saved on the server. So you can send people the code for your replay, its number, and they can watch your replay and be like, "Oh, look what I did here! I completely destroyed this guy." Or look, I got completely destroyed, and blah blah blah. And then you can just show them without them downloading anything. They would just enter the number somewhere. Actually, I don't know where they enter the number. I've just heard this said that you can do that, but how exactly you watch someone else's replay, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, we're on server Leviathan 1 now. And let's go to archive. Okay, there's my replay. Okay, let's just go back for a second. I don't want to press it just yet. And this is the ID. So as I understand, if I tell someone this ID, they will be able to watch my replay. So for example, oh, if I enter ID here, okay, let's just pretend I know someone's ID. 044. Ah, okay, so it doesn't exist. Alright, cool. I don't know, maybe you can even guess like someone's whatever. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. No? Okay, never mind. So, and... okay, it's not there. But I can like hack into people's replays, which is something I just realized is possible. But, so I'm going to show you a replay of a multiplayer mission I played today, maybe about 2 hours ago. And then I'm going to play one live. Okay, so let's watch this one. So you can obviously pause at any moment here. You can see they have the controls. You can skip one turn, come back one turn. So this is my fleet, enemy's fleet. This is a two-player multiplayer map that is called, I think, Passage. So let's see how we did here. So I'm just gonna keep it, just let it run. Obviously it took a bit longer because there was planning phases, but this is all the execution phases with all the planning phases taken out. So they're divided their fleet, they're coming heavy in the middle, kind of trying to flank on that side. I destroy one immediately with my machine guns, and then destroy the other one, and I think the third one? No, this one is still alive. But at that point, I think the guy quit. There we go, yeah. So I took minimal damage, completely obliterated the enemy rage quit, game over. On turn 4, as I understand. So let's go back into the menu and try to play a multiplayer match. Okay, let's see what we have in the shipyard. So I don't know if you should, maybe you remember, if you can just rewind back the video. There's a lot more ships in the other server I have, but here I don't have. I have just the basic ones that came with, like, they just come with the game, and this is just the mid-machine gun fleet that medium size that I made just for this server, because I think there's more people in this one. And another nice feature, by the way, that I haven't mentioned yet is the cloning feature here, which I think, again, if you're one of the XCOM fanatics, this is something that would be so cool if XCOM had, where if you just clone the type of soldier you have, just go bam, 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 bam. But no, it only exists in Leviathan Warships, which makes it an awesome game. I think most, or all games probably, that are kind of tactical combat based or around tactical combat, involve tactical combat, should have a cloning thing. But whatever, man, whatever. Okay, no, don't save any changes. And so I'm just going to be using a medium fleet. I'm just going to be playing a medium match. Okay, so let's go to play. So you can either do a matchmaking, where you go into the matchmake option and you tell the computer what kind of game it needs to find for you. So there's the 4 types of games that we have. How many players do you want to be in the game? What size fleet? Or you can just choose any, basically, and they will choose whatever is available. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go here. I'm going to create a game. I'm going to create a versus game. It's going to be a points game. So I'm going to take, let's say we'll use Passage we just saw. Let's go to a Shivering Sea, which is an ice-themed match. So I'm going to go with medium because that's the fleet I have ready. And I'm going to take it to 80%. So if 80% of the ships or points are destroyed, then you win the game. Actually, you can just even go, no, let's give it 80, because there could be like a small ship running around, and you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass to hunt it down. Gonna decrease the time to 1 minute. 5 minutes is a bit of a pain if the person goes AFK, but if it's 1 minute and they go off AFK, you just destroy them. So blah 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 blah. It's ready. That's the map. Create. And in this menu, then you can either invite someone. In this case, I only have one friend, which is Chizopath. You may know him as Ed or Eduardo from the channel. But instead, because Ed is, I think, still at work or maybe just came home and he's unable to play right now, I'm just gonna allow matchmaking, and the computer, hopefully, there we go, is gonna find me a match or a player who's gonna play with me or against me in this case. So as we wait for that, I'm just gonna use the amazing powers of editing to save you time. Okay, and we have someone. This is Gojira 1. I'm gonna select my fleet, which is ready here. I have the fleet that I need. I'm gonna select it. So that's another nice feature. I'm gonna say that I'm ready. Gonna write hello, ready when you are. And hopefully, they have fleet selected, so they know what they're doing. Do they? 4,400. That's a weird fleet. You can spend more money, dude. This is a 6,000 game. Well, that's cool. I just want to show you multiplayer. If it's an easy win, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Ah, look, and there's a rename game option. We can just call it whatever. I guess we can call it FWG Afloats Super Mega Game. Totally not for. I was gonna write totally for not for YouTube. YouTube. No one's gonna join. Alright, never mind. I think he's working on his fleet. While we're waiting for Gojira, I want to also say that like overall impression of the game is very, very positive. I'm probably gonna be playing this a lot. Part of the reason is because I love turn-based games, and you know, naval turn-based game. It's amazing. And the problems I mentioned, especially the server one. I mean, it would be very nice if that was solved. But even if that's still there, I am probably just going to continue playing this anyway because it is so much fun. And I haven't even played with 4 people yet, and I'm guessing that's going to be fucking amazing as well. So overall it is a really cool game, and I'll tell you where to get it as soon as this this match is over. Okay, so we're gonna move out. The enemy, by the way, in case you don't know, is over here. Some people use this map for a lot of artillery sniping, which is, you know, it doesn't always work very well for them. But it's one way to approach this this map. Okay, so we're gonna commit. Hopefully they know how to commit as well. I don't know actually. Did they choose? I didn't notice if they changed their fleet or they just went with the one they had. If they went with the one they had, it's a bit sad because there wasn't the full usage of. Why are they not committing? Okay, well that's why I chose 1 minute, because sometimes people just decide not to commit, and again, it's a huge pain. Like I played with someone yesterday against someone who was I joined their match, and they had chosen 5-minute turns. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And they went AFK. So I ended up just positioning my ships correctly, and then just obliterating them just through my positioning, because it was a pain to just sit there and wait for 5 minutes and then watch 10 seconds of gameplay, because they were not making any actions at all. They just abandoned the game completely. Okay. Oh, okay, see, he's doing things a bit faster now, which is cool. Or rather Gojira is, after all, the proper pronunciation of Godzilla. Alright. See, this is a bit of a weird delay about the time. I think is still going. It's quite strange. Okay. No artillery so far, so probably they are doing something else. It's gonna keep going because, as you remember, this is the same fleet I think it is. Okay, so I have Pegasus cannons here, which is a long-range cannon, quite powerful, but long reload time, obviously. And I also have all the little machine guns, and I think I have shield on all of them as well. Yes, I do. So, which is cool. And the front, you can see here, is armored because it's front heavy. I'm gonna be front facing. So he has to be armored. Right. Okay, he's playing quite fast now, which is cool. I even feel like the first turn should be 15 seconds maybe, because until you see your enemy, it's a bit of a stop, stop. I don't know, just an idea. Obviously, I am no game designer, just a poor YouTuber. Nobody loves me. Scaramouche, will it do the fandango? That's the question. That's the real question today. Right. If your ships collide, by the way, they take damage, and both of them. You can ram your enemy's ships, and that could be a valid tactic sometimes. But if you ram your own ships, I'm not sure that's a valid tactic. Alright, cool. Let's keep on going here. Keep on rocking. I want to bring them around from the like a sort of wider angle. So we kind of maneuver nicely into this curve. I am guessing they're still there. I don't think they would have time to hide here. Unless they had like super fast boats, which is possible. Oh, and I need to not forget to mention another slightly negative thing about the game before we're done, but that's going to be in about 5 minutes. I don't think this match is going to last that long. It's a small map. It's easy to find the enemy. There he is. Okay, what does he have here? Now we're going to explore this situation a little bit. Oopsie. Okay. So, he has no shields, just the regular scouts. Without any fancy stuff at all, unless he has a sub-cloaked unit somewhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move here, engage the shield over there, move this guy over here, again probably engage the shields, and move this guy over there, and I would say engage shields, why not? Okay. And they're still planning. I don't really know why this guy already took damage. That's a bit weird. Could be that they collided with each other, which is quite funny. It's always like weird when you see your enemy for the first time and they're already like on fire. You know, it's good for me anyway. Oh wait, he does have something there. Oh no, that's a cannon, isn't it? It's a back cannon. Okay, the guy's half dead. That one is kind of dying. Ooh, there's some heavy shots fired from that ship over there. So is that guy in range? He's almost in range, so I probably should move a little bit further. And I'm gonna do that, and this guy's gonna do that. And I think we're gonna be golden in this one. We're going quite well. Whoa, whoa, there's a lot of misses there. Oh man. Okay, that didn't go, this turn didn't go so well. What is he? Oh, wow, that is a heavy bastard. Okay. Now we can take him. Is this reinforced? It's a lot of points. What is this thing? Okay, cool. Maybe I was talking a bit too much about this and being too sure of myself. Right, how far are we here? Oh, we're good. We're good. Actually, I'm just probably gonna even back off a little bit. This guy is fine. I think this guy is fine too. How about the shields? Shields are not yet available, so we're just gonna commit as it is. Okay, that one's destroyed. Now the big guy. Ooh, got some couple of things were disabled here. I think this guy's getting a bit too close for my comfort, so I'm just gonna move him back. This is pretty tense. Expect it to be this tense. Okay, so we're gonna move you as well. We're gonna move you here. Oh, shields, please, everyone. Shields. Shields, shields, shields. Okay. It's a bit more intense than I wanted, but let's see. Alright. Come on. That one's dead. Yeah, there we go. His Pegasus is disabled. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. He's not really moving that much towards me, so I'm not gonna go that far away because I don't wanna, oh shit. I don't wanna lose sight of him, obviously. I'm probably not even gonna move at all. No, you're not. Fuck this. Just stay where you are. That's good. It's good range. I'm not sure. You know what? Just maybe, yeah, just be the way you are right now. Yeah, the shield was already exhausted here. I think he's attacking this guy for some reason, but that's cool. Is he committed? Yeah. I think this is still gonna go my way. He changed his tactic and started attacking this guy for some reason. Another of his guns is disabled. Don't fire. No, we got this. We totally got this. 1, 2 is the Pegasus or Pegasi are disabled. I would assume this is his last ship, though I'm not completely sure. I'm just gonna. Do I have any shields? No, not really. Okay, well this one's kind of doing badly. I'm just gonna engage it. It's gonna come online as the turn is over. So see the machine guns, that's what I was talking about. It just keeps on firing, especially if you have 3 ships or more. Just continuous fire. And there we go. Downed it. And victory. Cool. So this is how multiplayer works. This is obviously a very simple engagement. It's more complicated if you play with more people, and if they're using... I was using a very simple tactic because I was kind of counting that, you know, it's a new game, no one really knows what they're doing, there's no real meta game existing right now, or it's just beginning to kind of coalesce as we speak. So hence my simple approach of just gunning everyone down is still working. It's probably going to stop working pretty soon. There's a lot of attachments that people do not really use yet. This is the results, so you can just decide to save the replay, name it whatever. This is for you, YouTube. Okay, and it's saved. You can share it with your friends. I can share it with my friends, even though I don't have any. Okay, so this is done. And there's a lot of attachments that I didn't really even touch upon. So let's just go to a Grand Fleet. Edit fleet. You can see there's ships I didn't even load up. So there's a dreadnought. It's fucking huge. You can see it here. You can actually see it entirely on the screen. I'm just playing this in a half-size window, just for convenience of recording. Otherwise, I usually just play in a full one. There's also these 3 of these that if you pre-order the game, you have these, and which basically leads us to it doesn't come with the basic game. You can also buy it if you didn't pre-order it for it and get these for like £2 or something like that. The game itself is $10 or £8 on Steam or anywhere else, but it is played through Steam. So even if you buy it somewhere else, you will get a Steam key and you will have to play the game in Steam. I'm not sure why exactly that is, but that's the way it works. And that brings us to another no, don't save anything please, thing, which is, so we more or less went through the menu here. This is the videos, blah blah, friends, and the last one is shop. And this was a surprise to me personally. I think it was to other people as well, from what I gathered on... I haven't been to the proper forum, but I went to the Steam forum of the game. Is that people were not really expecting this to be there. But it is. This is something that they just gave for free. It's an additional challenge map, I think, 1. And then this comes with the game if you pre-order it, or if not, it's actually $3.50. And they are like legitimate. They're not just skins. I think they're different money value and so on, and they're different placements. So this is not purely for visuals. This is not an aesthetic addition to the game. They're different ships, and this ones I don't even have. I haven't bought them. There's 3 additional multiplayer maps, and there's an elite unit pack, which is a bit weird. I mean, I'm not hating the game because this happened, but this was a negative discovery rather than a positive one, to be honest, because I haven't seen anywhere. I watched 2 streams. It's a total of like 4 hours, I think, of video footage of the game streamed by Paradox. And with the developers and the producer, I think with the producers, and then with the guy who made the amazing trailer, Steve Wells, I think he was there. No one ever said anything. There was a shop, which is weird. And they stressed a lot that it's a $10 game, and then there's like day one DLC basically exists, which, I mean, you know, many people have negative feelings about that. I'm not necessarily super negative about it, but I wasn't really happy that, like, oh, I can spend more money in the shop. That's great. It feels more like, you know, they should have just included this in the game. But yeah, whatever. You don't have to buy it. Even if your friend, for example, has this, you can play on these maps. At least that's what it says in the description here. Yeah, your friends don't have to buy these maps to play with you if you own them. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. It doesn't really happen that much. Usually both parties have to own the maps and whatnot, but not in this case. But yeah, that's another slightly negative thing. There was like a surprise shop in the game. A bit weird. But that is more or less it, I think. This is all I wanted to show you about Leviathan Warships in this video. There's gonna be more videos as I further explore the game and maybe do some co-op or with Eduardo, or definitely gonna do some more versus matches. And assassination, I haven't even played the assassination match, which is here, which is where you need to kill the flagship while saving your own flagship. Sounds cool. I haven't even tried it yet. So there's a lot of possibilities there. I think on a tactical level, it's a really cool game, because the tactical level is quite deep, as they say. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of things you can do, original creative things you can do on the field of battle, or in this case on the surface, on the liquid surface of battle, maybe. So I would definitely recommend, even though there are some negative things. I pointed out, but I guess there always are. Hopefully some of them will be. I'm not sure the shop will be deleted, but I'm hoping that the whole server not transferring your fleets thing is going to be fixed. Maybe I'll post more about this on their forum as well. I'm sure there's maybe already people talking about it, and maybe there's some replies in that regard from the developers. In any case, thank you guys very much for watching. You can, as I said, you can get this game on Steam or basically anywhere. Almost all digital distribution platforms have it. And I will see you next time. Perhaps I'll see you in Leviathan Warships as a fleet commander or as a boat captain. Bye.